This is a new year, second year. Politically Correcting podcast where we're getting edgier. Edgier with our jokes, edgier with our co-hosts, edgier with our people coming on. We just gonna take it to the next level. Hence the new welcoming music. We appreciate you. We welcome you to another Politically Correcting podcast here on the We the People Podcast Network. My co-host, Lavelle.
Gia.
Dan from the streets.
Yo.
Austin's on the 1 and 2s.
Hello.
All right, let's get the party started. Where we always share a drink with friends while having open dialogue and being able to still walk away, still being friends. Salud.
Salud.
No one had a can to open?
Nope, we've already gone through them all.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, Lavelle stole my last one yesterday and today.
Oh my goodness.
I did? Oh shit! I did just open it.
Put it on the
I'll
table.
I'll reimburse.
But I'm just
replenish.
Yes.
This is some good
You know what
idea.
that means when he says it?
No.
Next year. Season 3. Season 3, you'll have it.
Yeah. When the
Awesome.
ruby red Kolsch's come back, it's
I know.
We appreciate you guys being here as always. Let's get into the monologue real quick. This is actually came from a post that I had 9 years ago. It popped up on my Facebook. So I'm regurgitating what I already said. The harvest will not and cannot come to full maturity without going through both the sunshine and the rain, the darkness and the light. What we plant in our hearts and minds as an ambitious goal, we must be able to take the storms that will inevitably come to prevent us from reaching it. For only through the obstacles we face while striving to attain our desirable goals do we gain the strength needed to overcome many other obstacles in life. And that is why God purposefully allows us to have to scale the mountain versus take it away from the path towards his high calling, and why we should love the process more than the end result. That's going to lead us right into an article which was very disheartening about America's belief in God. In an all-time low, even though the people who are pushing for all these compassionate new programs and laws and such, they use Jesus's name in vain, God's name in vain all the time. It's sad. That's sad to see. But that's my interlude into this year's newest second year of the Politically Correcting podcast. Happy Juneteenth to Lavelle.
Yeah.
Why not to me?
Because you ain't black.
Are you sure?
Isn't it amazing how Juneteenth turned into a black thing though?
Yeah, of course.
Like, were there no other slaves?
No.
None whatsoever?
No, ever in history
Man.
of existence, man. We are the king of all slaves. Former slaves.
Sure. We're going to go into a history lesson here. Juneteenth was when? Do you know? Scroll it down. Scroll down for him. We can't see it on our screen. June 19th, 1865. Do you know when Puerto Ricans finally got their rights to not be slaves from the Spaniards, a whole different country, not America?
The conquistadors? Those
When did we get our rights?
Notice he's saying we.
Right. He's pulling that card.
I am going to put my card because I'm tired. I'm tired of everything.
Everybody else using their card?
Man, everybody taking it.
Yeah, just get down to their level. 1935.
Damn.
How close was I?
Not even close. 8 years later. 8 years later, March 22nd, 1873. But not only that, the owners were compensated 35 million pesetas per slave, and the slaves were required to continue working for 3 more years.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
No.
We still have slavery right now. There's an open slave trade in Libya. So June 22nd, 2022.
We have more slaves today than we did back then.
Yes.
We have more slaves today than the 1800s.
Absolutely.
1700s, 1600s. Name a time period. We have more slaves today than we ever had in history. And yet, the Black Fist of Juneteenth reigned supreme at City Hall this weekend, where they had a cookout.
Did they have?
They asked if I wanted to RSVP. I said, when you guys have a pig roast with some arroz con gandules and get some freaking Puerto Rican music going, then I'll be there to
Jose.
celebrate the end of slavery. But
no,
yeah, we're not
you
going to do
can't
that, right?
celebrate anybody other than black people. That's it. That's it. We are the oppressed.
Unless you need our help. Unless it needs to be a black and brown thing or a BIPOC thing, then we need to come together and fight against the system.
I was in the city doing some work for a black family yesterday. And man, I don't know if it's just the prevailing notion or anecdotal, but they have an issue with
White boys?
no.
With Puerto Rico? Oh, Jose?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yo,
No,
Jose.
I
was about to say well, I would say this. You know how many people I done fucking had to like, man, he's not racist. What you talking about? How can a Puerto Rican be racist?
Isn't it amazing how many people idiots. It amazes me that a grown person can sit there and say to your face, I believe this person is this because one other person told me this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or because I read it on social media. So I believe, like, what? How old are you?
That's what happens today.
It is what happens today. It is absurd what happens today. Much like the heat today was freaking absurd. It was so damn hot. I hate the heat. I'm Puerto Rican. And I hate the heat and I hate baseball.
Damn.
Right.
What?
The fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
You are definitely an outcast.
Definitely not Dominican.
Right.
That's why
Oh,
you're
don't say that to Dominicans.
No wonder you're white adjacent.
And white adjacent. Right.
Right, man.
But today was hot. But you know that that's always someone's always gonna find a way to make it about a legacy of racist decision making, right? Neighborhoods without AC. Poor neighborhoods bear the brunt of extreme heat. Legacies of racist decision making.
Yeah, we want you. I was about to say the N-word. That'll be the first time I'll drop it on the show. But see, I can get away with it.
Yeah, you can get with it. I don't think. Well, you go ahead, Dan, if you
I
want.
could. They want you niggas to be hot.
Right. Well, define. I want someone to define living in poverty. Define that. What does that mean? What does the dollar amount mean to you?
I think it means less than 20,000 that you're making on the books.
Okay, so are we going to include Africans that are making less than 5,000? Are they in poverty?
Possibly.
Okay.
It depends
So
on
what
where
if
they are.
What if it's
If
less
they're
than
not
20,000?
in America, they don't matter.
What if it's less than 20,000 living in Alaska?
Damn, it is expensive in Alaska, though, I would assume. So that's poverty.
Okay, let's go with Kansas.
Probably impoverished.
Impoverished.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say that someone that doesn't have an AC unit, that they are impoverished?
So I will say this, man,
Go ahead.
because I've been in some hot as fuck houses, and everybody within the house was, smart enough and capable enough to go to Walmart and grab an AC if they really wanted to get some cool air. But sometimes you just don't fucking want to go. You just want to grab that fan, open up that window, get underneath them hot ass comforters, because I still sleep underneath the comforters. Even if it's 90 degrees out, I'm underneath the thick ass comforter.
You're crazy.
All day, bro.
That's insanity.
Oh, all day. All day. I may be butt ass naked, but who cares?
I just need a sheet over me. That's it. I need something over me. I can't be.
Is it a white guy thing then, just to sleep full starfish?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes.
Austin and I just made eye contact.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I grew up not having an AC, and it was hot as dick. I mean, I lived upstairs in an upstairs room,
Oof.
one window, a fan with a freaking. I had to go to the bathroom like every hour to put underneath a piece of t-shirt underneath the cold water to then put on my head and let the fan hit my head. That's my AC.
These motherfuckers that keep pushing these bullshit ass like issues are completely oblivious to history itself.
So do you think this is bullshit?
Bullshit.
Bullshit
When
issue.
was the first AC ever invented anyway? Like ACs haven't, like, how long have they been around?
Let's see.
Especially for the South. I mean, they've had fans. I've seen like old Southern like movies. Everybody had that fucking iron fan, that one small personal fan. You know what I mean? Like in
well, before that, they were in the saloons and they had the women in the big
Saloons.
dresses with the fan out fans.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
And you go to fucking church. When did a church have an AC? Churches used to give out fans for free because they knew motherfuckers was gonna be hot.
Hell yeah.
So what the this is just, again, it's just another one of those things where they want everybody to feel bad about.
And what does it say? The unequal distribution of cooling infrastructure.
Oh
in
my
Los
god, I'm so
Angeles
sick of that word.
Is
And-
the big reason health effects.
Big
of
reason the health
worsening-
effects of worsening heat waves fall disproportionately on the poor and communities of color, while those with money and privilege, remain relatively shielded from the problem.
Go get your ass.
Sorry, I totally cut you off when you were reading,
No, it's fine.
but it is small print.
Well,
I have a
go
bigger print here.
go take your ass to, I don't know, whatever. Get you a.
Ollie's.
No, I'm saying,
yeah.
like, if you want to
Not
make
even.
if you want to make some extra money, you could literally deliver fucking hamburgers for a day,
Mhm.
and then that's enough money for you to buy yourself a fucking AC if you want it.
You can go down to the Red Cross and sell your freaking bodily fluids.
Yeah,
You could.
yeah. There's a
There you go.
CSL plasma right around the corner. I'm like, how? Can you just go in there and just give up plasma? I don't even know what plasma is.
$100 a drop.
So I don't know what it is, but sure, whatever. Don't care. I don't do it.
$100
I
a
don't care
drop.
enough.
You got yourself an AC unit.
Bam! Look at that.
Yeah, might as well.
And if your RG&E's paid for, then you know how many ACs I heard for the past 2 months already?
Mm.
Like people's ACs just rolling, and I'm like, damn, already?
You say
Mhm.
paid for? Is that you saying welfare, paying for their AC?
Subsidized.
Whoever may have been paying
Whoever
for it.
may be paying
Yeah.
for it. Oh, that's not really it. Like, if you think about it, your RG is paid, your rent is paid, and your food is paid.
Yep.
For
Yep.
what else do you need to do?
Crack. iPhones.
And Jordans.
Jordans,
Hell yeah.
they rocking J's too, huh?
You know they are.
But that AC, it's too much. I don't
Right.
know what to do. You know what they say? If you believe you're poor, then you're gonna be poor forever.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But you got to understand, your perception is that you're poor, but go to another country, anywhere else, and look at real poverty. That's why I keep saying, I keep asking the fellow leaders that I sit on the freaking council with, what do you mean by poverty?
Slums of Brazil.
What do you mean? Because I grew up not having 2 vehicles. I grew up where my dad actually parked the car because it got too expensive for gas at the time, that he would take the bus to work or ride his bike until gas prices went down, and then he started riding his car again. And we took the bus all the freaking time. So I don't want to hear nothing about this poverty. It really comes down to a mindset. It really is. If you think that you're living in poverty, you probably are, and you probably will stay there, because, man, if you don't change that mentality, I'm telling you, if you don't think you're worth or valued more than that,
How, like, here's my thing though. How can you blame people with money on how fucking hot it is? Like, yo, oh my God, them rich white folks is sipping lemonade in their AC unit. Do you know how many black folks got AC units? Central Air, just about everybody down south got, like, I got Central Air. I ain't living in Tallahassee, Florida without no Central Air.
that's crazy. It's so
And
hot down there.
it's super hot down there. What this is bullshit, yo. Could we, like, yo, who's ever buying this shit, who's ever writing this shit, these 30 to 40-year-old wannabe fucking activists, get something new, yo. Get some new game. Like, this
Why?
is
They
whack.
can keep making money on this.
This is whack, yo. This is
Keep
really
making money
getting
on this.
boring, man.
This is
for
from
real.
La Times.
Latimes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Latimes.
Latimes.
Well, what else is getting really I'm tired of it. The gas prices, but also the BS ways that they're trying to get around it with Biden tax suspension. Like, what? How many times? This isn't helping anything. New York did it, and guess what? It either worked for a day, or the gas station said, "Well, we're just going to make more money."
Yeah. I think that's what they did.
Keep the prices the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they just raised them incrementally after that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I like the who's gonna go over $5 like dare. What gas station is gonna go to 503 first?
Yeah, it's been hitting that 498, 499.
It's been staying there like a motherfucker.
Yep. Because they know they can't go that much higher. But now Biden calls for a 3-month suspension of gas tax, but faces long odds of getting Congress on board. Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense. This is the epitome of poor leadership when your reaction to an underlying issue, which is your problem that you did, because we all recall you canceling the gas pipes, you canceling the permits to do more gas lines, you coming out and saying we're going to be pushing this Green New Deal crap. We all heard it. We all saw you do it. And then you're going to come in here and call it a Putin price hike? Come on, man. And he came out and said, come on, man. And he literally came out and said to the Republicans, it's Republicans that are talking junk about me. Are you trying to say that you'd rather have lower gas prices than sending arms and money to geez Louise, I've already lost track of who's in a war here. Yeah, to the Ukrainians to stop Russia from expanding. And like everybody's like, yeah, I want lower gas prices.
Well,
yeah, absolutely.
The good thing though with the Ukraine situation that they sent Ben Stiller to he went over there to handle that. So maybe meeting the parents over there will help out over here to where we're not just hemorrhaging money to Ukraine for fucking ammo and whatever else, and we can
all the stuff that we can't get.
No, we can't get shit.
Baby formula,
gas. That's for the Mexicans.
Yeah,
gas.
I'm tan.
Why is the solution though every time with fucking these motherfuckers? It's always about something that has to do with a tax. Well, if we just remove a tax or add a tax or tax, motherfucker, the taxes came from you from the beginning.
Well, that's all government really does. They either spend your money or take your money. They can't do anything else with it. They can't create money. DMV would probably be the best one. Permits, licensing.
I was there today.
Are really the only ones that really create any kind of revenue for the government. Other than that, they just take your money and respend it in ways that they see fit. So if you start thinking about it that way and you start saying, oh, you're going to keep taking more of my money and sending it to another country for their borders, and you're going to allow our borders to continuously be overran by illegal immigration, and you're going to continuously give baby formula to these illegal immigrants, and you're going to continuously put them on private flights all around the country to live for free, where they have free electricity, free housing, living in a hotel. Like at some point you got to say, I don't want you doing that with my money anymore. Like I prefer you giving me back my money and letting me do what I want with it, because you're destroying my dollar.
Well, I mean, but inflation is because of Putin though.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you don't know how to take accountability for your actions, or your poor leadership is that you blame others.
Wait, what Patricia say?
I can't see this.
How to take it up the ass to pass tax season with how much I made without the Trump tax cuts?
Yeah, they took away those Trump tax cuts, which on the third party said that they were a tax cut for the middle income earners.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was anti-Trump though. That's why the 81 million voted for it. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna ride this bike and I'm gonna get off and show my strength.
Oh man. Who told that old man he needs to be on a bike? Like stop. Get down off that bike. Get yourself in a wheelchair, dude. Or a scooter, motorized scooter. Get yourself one of those freaking FDR wheelchairs. Man, get him off the bike.
What did the press secretary said when Don Lemon asked her, everybody is concerned about the president's ability to, run the country. Is his health okay?
Yeah.
She was, I mean, come on, Don. I mean,
we're asking that.
I mean, come on.
We're really asking that.
I can't even keep up with the president, Okay. Like, damn, bitch, you can't keep up with an 80-year-old motherfucker. What's wrong with you?
For real. Why is that flap open on the camera? You could probably close that, right?
Whose flap?
The flap that I can't see your eyes.
The screen.
You right here. Look at me.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
On the camera. No, the other side.
Other side.
Oh, I don't even know, bro.
We're stopping.
Turn that back.
Flip it to the
Turn
back.
this back.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, hey!
Oh, damn! This whole time. Oh shit! This whole time.
Uh,
Yeah, y'all know I'm not tech savvy. I'm just here.
Well, that's okay because we're about to get into the daily COVID update.
Oh fuck!
Dun dun dun. We don't have it.
God fucking damn.
Right. So remember the entire time when the CDC was stating that, when people are coming out saying, hey, there's adverse effects of the jab. Are you keeping an eye on these? Yeah, we're keeping an eye on the VAERS reports, right? We're keeping an eye on it. We're monitoring it daily. We are looking at it to see if there's any discrepancies.
I just saw the headline.
CDC admits it never monitored VAERS for COVID vaccine safety signals. In response to a Freedom of Information request submitted by Children's Health Defense, which again, this is a biased organization because they are there for children's health. They are a biased organization, but the Freedom of Information Act says you submit a request for information, that literally was what it is, of what the government has done pertaining to this topic specifically. So in response to that, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention last week admitted it never analyzed the vaccine adverse event reporting system for safety signals for COVID-19 vaccines.
I'm gonna say I don't give a fuck about anybody that is still eating this COVID shit. So just to kind of go back to when we were talking about which ethnic group is masking up more than anybody, it's fucking everybody. Go to Pittsburgh Wegmans, because I've been spending a lot of time in the Pittsburgh Wegmans. I've seen so many fucking white folks.
You're in the wrong
kids,
areas.
with their kids, in the goddamn cart.
Go to Jazz
with
Fest.
mask on.
Go to Jazz Fest.
Bro, it was masked up. I bet. I
No,
bet.
not even close. You know what happened? Mike Mendoza comes up on stage with Mayor Malik Evans. This man says that, because Edna caught it. I was like, hold on, what did he just say? He says, there is no, I'm still blown away by this freaking guy. First of all, being there. And then second of all, saying this. He looks out the crowd. There was thousands of people over on Parcel 5. It was packed.
Robin Thicke brought him out.
Right. Robin Thicke definitely brought them out. I had VIP.
Damn,
so
I'm mad I didn't go.
It was good.
Fuck. I
It
should
was
have
good.
picked up some bitches.
There was Mike Mendoza comes out and says there is no social distancing tonight, and that is okay.
Oh my!
You have earned that right. You have earned that right after 2 years, and we are past it. You have earned that right. I said, what?
Earned that right.
What the hell did he just say? I'm like, who is that? And Edna's right. She's like, that's Mike Mendoza. I'm like, that. Oh, I was so heated. I was so heated. And he was up there with those sandals that have like all the straps all over it. Those Tivas or whatever.
So gay.
Oh, dude. Oh my God.
So fucking gay.
Him and Adam Bello there.
Oh, they spent a lot of time with each other. Over
Oh
this.
my goodness.
Come
Come to my office so we can go over some numbers.
Yeah. Come.
Yeah, we ain't shit, man. We are not shit. Yo, you know what's crazy? I don't even know how you're still like even allowed to go back around these motherfuckers, because we send shots to their head every single fucking week.
But I don't.
No. But you laugh. So that's good as you saying.
That's culpability.
Right. Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, man. Yo, Mendoza has been lying. He's been lying to the people for the last 2 years.
But see, that's the thing, though. I don't think he's lying. I think he is just complacent.
No, he's lying.
You think he
He's
think
been
he looked
lying.
at the data and looked at it, analyzed it, and
Nah,
said,
he's
you know
been
what?
lying.
I'm gonna go with what they say because it.
He's been lying. So
Okay.
he has to find a different way to, articulate the COVID fear for the
Right.
folks here in Rochester, because the numbers doesn't make sense. The numbers don't make sense. It's a city of how many thousands, 200,000+ people. And the numbers were like always at like 140, 130.
It's because not a lot of people drink the tap water.
Yo, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing, man?
You know what's even worse? All that entire time we're getting free vaccines, right?
Oh, yeah.
Free COVID testing, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Look at what free has gotten you. New York health insurers propose nearly 19% rate hike. Say COVID-19 costs, inflation are to blame. But when they go through and break it down, it says some of the COVID-19 issues impacting insurers included the cost of testing, treatment, and vaccines. An influx of New Yorkers now seeking care deferred earlier in the pandemic is another factor driving up costs. So everything they did cost us more money, 20% more money this year in insurance.
You know what they say to that? That's all.
It saved one person.
Well, to
Yeah.
be
Every life.
fair, let's go back because former President Trump is literally championing the vaccine rollout. It's hyper speed, blah blah blah. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We did our thing. The vaccination, it works. Blah blah blah. And also, he signed those first stimulus checks, so he
Yes.
gets a little blame on this inflation too.
He does.
He definitely does.
I'll give him what he didn't do. He didn't send 5 COVID test kits to your house.
No, that was the Democrats.
We can't blame Democrats only on that one.
No, they got paid the most by Bill Gates and Bezos, so they wanted to do this.
Allegedly.
Exactly, they wanted to do this shit though. They wanted to roll this out so that again, COVID is not. This is not the one we need to worry about.
He already said it.
There's another
Hey, man,
one, right? He
send
said there's something else that
he
these
said-
motherfuckers gonna roll out.
He said we need more money
Well, of course,
for the next pandemic because it's coming.
it's coming.
He said
So
it.
they're setting
Biden
us
said
up.
it.
They're setting us up. So it might happen with
Don't get
Biden.
played. Don't get played, people. Don't
Oh,
get
it's gonna
played.
happen. We're gonna shut down again, and the tech industry is gonna get paid again. Everybody's gonna Uber Eats. Everybody's
Yeah.
gonna still, we did it before, folks. We can do it again. We're just put your mask back
Just
on and
do what we did last time.
do
It
what we
obviously worked.
No, I think you're gonna have a huge swath of the middle of the country that's gonna say "fuck you."
You think so?
I think that's gonna happen, but they're still going to implement it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll say "fuck you."
No, that's fine. But you know what they're gonna do?
It's
They're
gonna be all the people
They're
in
gonna
the
put
city.
force. It's gonna be enforced. They're gonna get
Yeah.
like Australia. They're gonna get like everybody else
Mhm.
because they were close. They were close before, and this is during Trump. This is during Trump administration. The videos of that
I think
happened
so.
down in Louisiana, where they're fucking sweeping the Mardi Gras with police, telling everybody curfew. We've had multiple curfews here in the city. Multiple curfews.
Right. Look at where. Yeah, in the city. You said it.
Yeah,
that's
it's going to be
right.
in the
Yeah,
cities
that's what-
left and right. But the problem is going to be now. This is why, in my opinion, they're pushing for registration of the arms because the lady from the whatever country turned into a totalitarian government. She said
Venezuela.
the first thing that happened was they had us register our weapons for safety because that way, if a gun was shot off, a bullet was shot off, they knew who owned the gun that shot that bullet. It was for our safety. Then they said, give us the guns because what happened was the registration didn't work. It didn't stop anything. Nothing stopped the shooting. It didn't stop the criminals from doing criminal shit.
Yeah. And
So then what they did was took the guns. They said, hey, they didn't take it. They said, bring us in your guns. We'll keep them for safety.
and the inflation rate in Venezuela is up like 70 something, 80
It's
something percent.
absurd.
It's insane over there.
There's so many times that you freaking absurd. You know what?
But
We might-
what happened before? Because Chavez, that was there in power before I think he was assassinated, CIA, whatever. That's what they do.
Allegedly.
They were just anti-USA, but they were fine. You know what I mean? He was just popping shit at Obama, like fuck Obama. Obama's a piece of shit, which he was right. He was correct. He was 100% accurate with Obama. He died after Gaddafi. How many fucking leaders did Obama knock out? He knocked out a couple of these
knocked out quite a
motherfuckers.
bit, yeah.
He knocked out a couple of them.
He was the biggest killer.
Obama was knocking out bodies, boy.
He was gangster.
Leaders and kids.
Biden killed kids.
Him too.
They
Me too.
all do it.
Yeah, they all do it.
Pizza, hot dogs.
Speaking of killing our kids,
Pizzagate.
Oh,
Let's not bring that up.
Wayfair.
I'm gonna bring up the daily hypocrisy here, which is gonna lead to what we were just talking about here. Let's bring up the Qatar World Cup laws. So Qatar, whatever you say, they're hosting World Cup this year. Fans could face 7-year jail term in Qatar if caught having one-night stands. This guy over to the right, I don't know who he is actually. Go ahead, scroll up. Abdullah Al-Nassari, head of security at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. He says, if you want to express your views on the LGBT cause, do so in a society where it will be accepted. Do not come and insult an entire society. We will not change the religion for the 28 days.
That's why some cultures are better than others.
So you get that, right? You get that in a country where they're still hosting the FIFA World Cup. They're still hosting it, and they said you can't have sex in our country unless you travel with your wife or husband.
They said no gay sex.
No gay sex, no nothing.
That
Just
shit
don't
is going
come here.
down in Qatar.
Don't
Just for
come here with that.
clarification, Daniel, which is better than the other?
I'm not
in
going to
this?
clarify that.
Oh, okay.
Pussy.
I'm just saying. No, I mean, because I would say this is going too far the other way. This is how you know totalitarianism has gone too far.
But that's the funny thing about the Muslim countries, right? These motherfuckers are still enslaving everybody.
Yep.
They get away with everything.
Yep.
And they hide behind the veil of their Muslim religion.
Yep.
Muslims got more slaves than anybody. What the fuck?
Allegedly.
and the whole Qatar
allegedly.
situation of the FIFA, even completing the arena that was built.
Right. With
What-
air conditioning
with
systems
air
in it.
conditioning systems. They were all talking about the fact that that shit was going to be built by slaves anyway.
It's just so stupid how, if you don't think money makes the world go round, I don't know what world you live in, but you see this and then you compare it to what America is doing with normalizing, empowering the mental health issues. And it seems as if they want to do this to really completely upend our society. We got a time. This Time article here, the pain and pride of a generation changing how America sees gender. This child's name is Freedom. I'm going to go with they. A two-spirit.
Yo, look at Dan. Dan was like holding in that laugh. He couldn't let it go.
Freedom.
A two-spirit 13-year-old. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Wait, a what?
This child's name is Freedom.
What's a two-spirit?
I don't know. But this year he wants to, it goes by in the Time article, he wants to dress as a rainbow king this year. I don't know what that is either.
A rainbow king.
The sad thing is past year it hasn't been easy as he's had to deal with bullies.
Yeah, just like most kids do.
Yes, but he's also had classmates come out to him.
I don't want to know that.
Yo,
So coming from a
13.
teacher's perspective, when I taught, there was always that talk about, kids that are gay or kids that are whatever.
Mhm.
If you are under the age of 18 and you're coming to me, talking to me about your sexuality, I don't want to know.
don't want to know.
Don't want to know.
Yeah.
Doors wide open, and we're having this conversation in full view of somebody else.
Yeah, I need another.
Well,
teacher
that's
in here.
inappropriate on both levels.
I
Even if you're
agree.
heterosexual, that puts you in a bad spot.
Yeah, no, and you can speak in, grand swaths there, but you can't get details.
Well, details
Yeah.
like this 17-year-old right here, Kendall,
Yeah, no, I don't want to know.
near her home in Temple, Texas. Kendall says her school denied her access to the girls' locker room in September, spurring Kendall and her friends to lead a walkout in protest. How many other I don't know if Kendall is trans or cross-dressed, I don't know. But how many other girls would say, I want, what?
A
But
wang?
Kendall still uses the girls' bathroom. She goes every morning to touch up her makeup and catch up with her friends. Kendall's interest in makeup first bloomed in 6th grade when her mom caught her stealing her grandma's makeup and bought her an Ulta palette instead. Now makeup is her passion. She plans to attend cosmetology school.
His?
Or her.
It
I would
doesn't even say it. So we have to assume, right? Because this is just a picture with the thing underneath it. We have to assume that it's a biological male who wants access to the girls' locker room,
Judging on the article.
judging by the article, right? And the fact that people are in protest are walking out because it's completely over the top. And then we have this next one, which close your eyes, everybody.
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
My brother's pregnancy and the making of a new American family.
No, it's not.
You know what the messed up part is? And besides this bald-headed female with a beard, with a boob.
You know, I'm with it. I'd get one of those.
That is some weird
feed my
looking
kid?
shit,
Hell
bro.
yeah. Because then you have one hand free. I got to hold the bottle now and cradle her.
Evan, who stopped his hormone treatments before trying to get pregnant, chest feeds his newborn son in their Massachusetts home. Look at the year. September 12th, 2016. This is from.
Oh, like that.
So from 6 years ago, we've seen what they've been, Time Magazine still, scroll down. Time Magazine still, what they have been doing.
You know,
So- Is that a she?
That's a she.
That's a she. That's
that
a he.
was taking hormone treatments to become a male until she wanted to become pregnant.
So she's still a she, though.
Oh, I
Still
thought,
a
it was,
she.
I thought it was like a breast pouch. thing.
She still was a she because only a she would want to get pregnant. That's a natural.
Only if she can get pregnant.
Yeah, only she can get pregnant. But just the thought of getting pregnant is a female like thing. Like you only want to get pregnant if you're a fucking woman. No man, no true man is standing here saying they want to get pregnant. Even if you cut your meat off, you don't want to get pregnant.
Chest feeding.
I feel bad for that baby. I feel like it's gonna choke
Can-
on that hairy chest.
Oh my
Like the
God.
like the Family Guy episode.
Poor
where it was- But then it gets worse, guys. The hypocrisy gets worse.
I don't believe you.
Drug use. I'm not sure we brought this up before, but don't be ashamed you are using. Be empowered that you are using safely. These are posters that the NYC Health are putting all over the
Is this
Subway.
have to do with the needle exchanges that they have?
not needle
Stuff like that?
exchanges, because
Oh, just free needles?
just free needles and also doing it with your friends. That's another one. Like you're being safe by doing it with your friends. You're being safe by testing the drugs before you take it.
Mm.
And then not just that, it continues. Now STDs are being normalized.
Ooh.
Why is genital herpes still so stigmatized? Influencers are working hard to change that. Genital herpes is one of the most common STIs out there, yet the stigma still harms those living with it. These influencers are trying to change that.
I don't have that, and I don't intend on getting that, and I don't want that. So what the fuck? That's a deal breaker. And you can only hope that the person that you're interacting with be like, hey, wait, hold on. I got
Yes.
herpes.
Yes, or I have a penis. Either way, it's a conversation that needs to be had at the beginning, right? These are conversations
Yes.
that grown people need to have at the beginning. Hey, I have this. Or, hey, I was in a one-night stand, or I was in a relationship where, let's say the man was cheating or the female was cheating. Maybe I should go get tested before I engage in sexual activity without protection. These are grown-up conversations. These are grown-up decisions that need to be had, guys and girls. This is not, we're not going to freaking make genital herpes something that we should be proud of. We can't make sticking needles with heroin and freaking
Why not? It's like
up your
passing a
arms.
blunt.
Come on. No, it's not.
Pass the needles,
That's not
dog.
what we're doing.
You taking too much of the,
Yeah.
you taking too much of that hair on.
Jesus Christ. That's over the top.
God fucking damn.
Over the top.
I just think we need to change it to genital therapies because herpes is, sexist.
Yes.
You know what? We should start a online petition
Change.org.
to
Yeah.
change.org.
Change herpes to therapies.
Change herpes to their piece.
Their piece.
Started here. The politically correcting podcast is what we do. It's what we do is politically correct.
Oh man. Well, that's
everything.
the only way it can get passed, right? Is if she passes it to someone else. It is her piece.
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
I mean, it could be hempies.
Oh, it can be hempies. You're right.
Yeah,
it can be hempies can pass it to hempies. You're
Mm.
right. Pass the peas.
Gross.
Yes, I'm glad that you find that gross because it is gross. I'm
Oh,
sorry
man.
if you have it. I'm sorry that if you got it without knowing. I'm sorry that you made a poor decision, or I'm sorry that someone else made a poor decision and put you in that position. That sucks. I'm sorry. That really does suck. But be smart with who you're
Well,
opening
that's
your
usually
legs
how
to.
you get it. But
Yeah.
Be smart with who you're opening legs to. Be smart with who you're pulling your pants down for. Yeah.
I think I laughed the most on this show than any other shows. I swear to God, this has been a funny ass show because each topic is really fucking crazy, man. You can't normalize getting an STI or an STD.
Why did it change from STD to STI?
I don't know. I thought it was,
Infection is probably just more accurate, like medically.
Instead of a disease?
They've always been like mildly interchangeable.
Yeah.
STDs to STI because, getting the clap. Who wants to get the clap? And that's not normalized.
I don't want anything.
No, who wants
Nothing.
to get none of
I
that
don't want
shit.
anything.
Well, if there's ever a plus for monogamy,
Holler.
just saying.
Someone brought up Buttigieg in there. Who was this? What about Buttigieg? Let's talk about Buttigieg here. Good topic, Todd Bianchi. Harris Buttigieg ticket. So we're gonna go over that part, the left part, where the View host, Sunny Hostin. I don't know who this person is, but the beginning part says the View, which I know is gonna be absurd. Harris Buttigieg 2024 ticket would obliterate Trump or DeSantis.
No, anything with DeSantis in it ain't gonna destroy anything. Like DeSantis can run on his own motherfucking.
He could be president and
ticket.
vice president,
He could be president. You just need to get somebody else that that just won't fuck it up.
and he probably won't need to put a person of color just to get the person of
No,
color
he would.
votes.
No, there's no pandering.
Because there's a person of color right now saying that you would probably choose DeSantis and whoever over Harris Buttigieg,
yeah, I mean, he
without
would,
a doubt.
absolutely.
Okay, because my tweet to the Democrats on the right said, I would bet heavily they'd get annihilated by any Republican duo. So don't do it. That was all I did was retweet that article, right? I blocked out this person's name because I'm not giving them any kind of credence at all. And the bigotry is strong in this one. So there are people out there who think that you need to vote for these two or else you're a bigot.
Wait, whoa. I didn't even pay attention to the Harris part.
Right.
You didn't catch the Harris part?
Who in their right mind is gonna? Oh, all right. I can't.
Because she's done such a knockdown
What is
job.
this?
as
Who?
vice
What
president.
is this? What article is this from? That's CNN.
Is it CNN?
No, is it the Washington Times?
The Washington Times.
WAPO?
What is Kamala Harris?
But really it came from the View.
What has she said that gives anybody any type of secure feeling that she can run this country?
I like that you said because you can't say what has she done because she is literally in charge of the border. Remember, Biden put her in charge of the border. So she hasn't done anything. She has never said anything that was good because she can't put together a sentence either.
How scary is that for this country as to where?
Yeah, but she's a BIPOC.
Well, yeah, but just think though, as far
Allegedly.
as who we're picking to lead this country, right? Like,
Right.
the decision it takes to put a really good head coach for an NFL team, it's very well thought out. Like these motherfuckers, they interview some people. It depends on your team, right?
Now I don't know.
Jacksonville.
Right. but they're still trying to put the best person that they feel should run that team. So the United States of America, which has how many people in Congress?
United
And
States
House
of
of
America
Representatives?
is supposed to be like the Patriots. We're supposed to win everything.
We're supposed to win everything. So the amount of people that's in the House of Representatives and in Congress, right? We start right there. These motherfuckers have to choose who they want within their electorate to put up there and say, oh, this is who we think should run the country, people, right? They decide. And then we're supposed to say yes or no to these motherfuckers. You mean to tell me that Kamala Harris is what the Democratic Party within Washington, D.C. believes off of merit. What merit?
Well, not only her.
No, that's racist.
Yeah.
It's not merit.
Well, then let's go to the
Let's
white guy. Buttigieg. He is in charge of what? He's in charge of transportation.
Backing in.
He's in charge of transportation.
Where did he come from?
He was the mayor
Of
of a city. I don't know.
Mm.
What city was he mayor for?
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Go ahead. He was a mayor and then ran for president.
Probably like Sacramento or something.
The thing that pushed him over the edge was the fact that he was gay and he was just a
Now it's
Straight up guy.
ringing a bell. This fucking dude name is ringing a bell.
butt gig.
yeah. He was Mayor Pete. Mayor Pete was his like thing, his slogan, not his slogan, but his
From
thing.
where though? Where?
It was like Ohio or something. I don't know.
So like this is really hitting like
South
every
Bend?
single fucking stereotype.
South Bend, Indiana.
Oh man. So they want the blacks to rally behind the black female, right?
Who-
First black female president. Like this is Obama all over again. This is Obama 2.0.
Equivalent.
But the difference though is this bitch can't say a motherfucking, she can't inspire nobody.
She is incredibly unlikable.
No.
From even the Democrats that I've talked to,
Yes.
nobody likes.
So me,
well, no.
she would you rather her or Hillary Clinton?
Oh God, kill me.
Shoot me with both.
What if both of them ran? What if it was two
Oh,
women going for the
God.
presidential nominee?
Would it be
For the
Clinton Harris
Democrats.
or Harris Clinton? What do you think?
Harry Clinton.
Clinton Harris. You got to put Clinton first.
That
Oh,
would
okay.
You don't want to get suicide.
that would definitely be a gay ticket. Absolutely.
That would be a terrible ticket. And I'm not speaking just for myself. I feel as if any normal human being, any average human being in America looks at these two, looks at what they have done in their respective roles, one who is in control of the border, one who's in control of transportation, and what has happened the past 2 years, you can't say that they would ever be a good candidate for president. They're not even good candidate for the positions they're in.
Why is the View fucking even
Why are they on?
like the fact that they suggested this? Why is this even a headline?
Because it's all women. So they're trying to push a woman to be president. And the only way they're going to get that done is if the View gets behind them or Oprah. And if they could do both, holy moly. And I have to get Rachel Ray on there. Yeah. Yeah.
More
But
or
the
less.
but if you don't agree with that, you're either a bigot or let's pull up the Elon Musk supporting white supremacy.
Mm.
Either you're a bigot or they say that you are supporting white supremacy. Right here, Elon Musk's first ever GOP vote triggers Dem congressman Jamal Bowman over here. His tweet says Elon Musk is not a leader. He's just another Republican billionaire who supports white supremacy and authoritarianism because he doesn't want his workers to unionize or to pay his fair share in taxes. The GOP just tried to end democracy and now he's supporting them. Guess who he voted for in his first time ever voting for a Democrat? I'm sorry, a Republican. Myra Flores. Do you know who Myra Flores is? Let's pull her up. Myra Flores. She just flipped a county or wherever area she's in, a district that has been Democrat ran for about 150 years.
Good for her.
Biden won it by double digits points. Like it wasn't like Latinos who voted for Trump and then a few of them ran over and voted for Biden. This area was strictly Democrat. And this woman right here who ran on putting up the wall, she wants legal immigration, but not illegal immigrants flooding our border into that town, into that area. And I think it's like 82% Latino population. Like that's what the whole area is. They voted for her overwhelmingly.
How ignorant is the black dude to literally just connect Republican to white supremacy? This just goes to show how ignorant Jamal is.
That's what they go for. And of course he's
Yeah.
from New York.
Of course, because it resonates with a lot of the black ignorant voters, because that's all he is. He's just rallying to his base. He's just saying the buzzwords that's going to trigger, oh, they Republican and they racist. They must be racist.
Yeah.
Not knowing the Republican Party was established and started from African Americans, back during that time. And that was the main party that Frederick Douglass himself said, if I were to be able to vote, it would be under the Republican ticket.
And they were the people who freed the slaves on Juneteenth.
Absolutely. So Jamal, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Shut up.
He's just another Republican billionaire, he says.
Who supports white supremacy and authoritarianism.
So many of them.
Right.
Because there's no billionaire Democrats.
Yeah.
Bill Gates?
Well, Bill Gates is in charge of our public health now.
George Soros? Maybe.
We're not allowed to talk about them.
No.
We're getting canceled real quick.
But they're not billionaires, right?
Another
trillionaires.
Absurdity that we had to deal with this week. The Biden public health emergency possibly here. This goes along with the pro-abortion push. Biden administration weighs declaring public health emergency to protect abortion access. This is well beyond his power as president. You can't do this,
Yes,
President Biden. You cannot, because someone's going to sue and the court is going to say, you can't do that. You can't do that because this is not a public health emergency, number one, because it's a choice. It's a choice. Public health emergency is no choice. You have no choice because you're catching it in the air. You're catching it in your drinking water. That's a public health emergency. Not everything we've had, 12 public health emergencies in the past year? Racism, white supremacy, gun violence, COVID, Ukraine, Russians, drinking Russian vodka. That's a public health emergency. What else is there?
Can we pull up like old Biden? Old Biden was as conservative as they come.
Yo, he was
super far right back in the day, boy.
He was that old racist white guy.
Who the fuck is this dude right now? Who the fuck is this?
He doesn't know. So,
hey, man. Hey. You want to have an abortion? It's okay.
That was too understandable.
Yeah, that was
not a good impression.
Too clear?
That was way too clear. Way too clear.
Too concise. You didn't stutter enough.
You have an abortion?
And
my legs.
Well, now he's gonna have a scar on his leg, so they're gonna be feeling up on a scar, I guess.
Oh gosh,
but
he's the gift that keeps on giving, man. I love this guy.
The pro-abortion activists. I'm using this right here because they're not activists. Not everyone's an activist. All right, just because they protest doesn't mean they're an activist.
That's where you're wrong.
Right. So pro-abortion activists in blood-soaked outfits where their vaginas are, mind you. These are teenage girls from high school. Why you keep doing that? I can't read it. Outfits brandish toy dolls outside Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett's Virginia home and say ending Roe v. Wade will trigger spike in forced births.
Yep.
So these young teenage girls are walking around with blood-soaked clothing items where their vaginas are, teenage girls, and they're protesting outside of a justice's home. You can't do that. That is illegal, and you're supposed to get arrested and fined and put in jail.
Does their parents know?
Probably. That's the problem. Probably.
Like, if you're putting your kids up to do this shit, what type of parent are you? Hey, honey, stand up for your rights. I know you're only 13.
They're the country club people that go out and they're so proud of their little Sherry. You know, she's doing something.
Oh, yes.
Or whatever, the river.
Are they teaching them to have sex and have no repercussions at all?
Probably.
Is that what we're doing? Is that the world we're living in?
Liberating.
Like, we're liberating them. We're empowering them to have sex, catch STIs.
Yes. Absolutely.
Have abortion or not.
Be a guy or a girl.
Pick your gender. Like, what else are we gonna do with these kids?
Hey, honey, I know you're 7 and you want to be a cat. Go ahead. Meow.
I just want to affirm you.
You know, let me just say, as the vehemently pro-choice person in the room, even I don't approve of like going to the justice's house and protesting.
It's illegal.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter if
illegal.
you approve or not.
You can't do that. Yeah,
Right.
no,
And
absolutely.
guess what? If you're a teenage activist, you're fucking wrong. No matter what you're an activist for,
Yeah.
Bro,
you're stupid and you don't know.
If you can't pay your own car insurance,
Yep.
Shut up.
And
Shut up.
if no one's honest enough to say they would go back to their teenage self and tell them to shut up, you're lying. Everybody.
Yeah, I would be like, yeah, man. If I was like 14, yeah, man, fight for that abortion right.
Yeah,
If I knock
right.
your ass up, girl,
There's these guys on TikTok where
Plan B, baby.
they're going around to ladies and they're like, hey,
Just don't tell our parents.
like, what are your thoughts on, this? And they're like, oh, we're pro abortion. They're like, yeah, us too. We want to make sure. We want to make sure that if we knock a girl up, that she gets abortion immediately.
Get that shit immediately. Man.
Immediately.
What's that comedian Jermichael something. He had his own show. He did a little stand-up one time. He was like, there's nothing more beautiful than watching a woman swallow a Plan B. I was like, oh shit, you know what? That's some real shit.
Do you check under the tongue?
Yo, swallow that shit.
Sure that
you
goes down.
swallowed the other day. Swallow that Plan B, baby.
Over the top.
No, listen, man. Yo, what people do, what you choose to do within your own privacy of the bedroom, your own sexual preference, that's on you, man. You got a choice.
That's what it used to be.
That is what it should be.
Now it's you must agree with what I do in my bedroom.
Like, oh, I gotta fucking like just be like, oh, okay, no worries. Yeah.
You must affirm my sexual choices in toys, in people,
That's right.
in gender, and what I do with after the fact.
How do they tie it into like a social struggle though? Like, how many gay people are getting like denied any fucking thing
In America?
Yeah.
Not many.
And that's it's constantly my question. They're like, "Oh, you're not supporting us." I'm like, "Tell me what it is that you want me to put forth that would make it so that you are treated the same as me." What legislation are we talking about here? And there's never a legislation.
Well,
It's
you
just they want to have some letter that's signed by all members that say we're going to affirm that they exist or something. It's something I don't
It
really
makes
know.
no sense, man. Like nobody's stopping you from butt bussing.
Not a
Nobody's
single
stopping
person.
you from bush bumping.
Because back in the day, they used to.
Yeah.
They used to arrest you
Go
Yep.
or go to Qatar.
or go to Qatar.
You love it over there.
Or China, where they are accessing our TikTok information. This is a
I told you.
conspiracy theory that's
Mm.
obviously coming true. This is one of our daily conspiracy theories. They said that China was accessing our information. This is what
Wait.
Trump said. Remember? He said that TikTok needed to sell so that it wasn't China owned.
Yep.
Well,
Well,
80
it's
and
China owned. Why? I didn't even think this was like a conspiracy theory.
It's not.
Right. This is just something that.
well, they were saying that China was saying that they're not accessing the data on our cell phones.
Well, yeah, but they're China. They lie all the time.
Right. Well, now this is plainly in people's face here. Leaked audio from 80 internal TikTok meetings shows that US user data has been repeatedly accessed from China. Says, I feel like with these tools, there's some backdoor to access user data in almost all of them, said an external auditor hired to help TikTok close off Chinese access to sensitive information like Americans' birthdays and phone numbers.
What do they need that information for?
What do you need someone's birthday and phone number for?
No, I'm saying for China. Well, like, why do they need that? Why do they? What is their plan? Like,
Because you can sell it and it's valuable and it's worth money.
No, because everything's online. Your entire life is online.
Mm.
So you're usually having some password that includes something like your birthday, your phone number, your first dog.
Yeah, and if you plug those parameters into an algorithm to a password generator,
Right.
so China's got some shit.
Well, I'm sure they're the ones that make these memes that's like, hey, the month of your birth and the your dog's name is your porn name. Like that's stupid shit. I'm looking at them like, you guys understand you're giving up all your information right there.
Yeah.
Like you're literally giving up your information.
They got a lot of little diversion tricks that'll just. I mean, I think it like where society is today, where we can talk about like a lot of the nuclear families that are getting destroyed because of social media, and a lot of our women are just becoming fucking retarded every day. You know, a lot of this, I mean, might be a little bit of something to do with it, you know, because if you got a weak family, you got a weak country. You got people that separated, that people that don't want to, don't value the man. You know what I'm saying? We got a weak country.
Black Lives Matter.
Absolutely. That there could be a lot of secret money that supported that Black Lives Matter movement too.
It's not even secret anymore.
No.
Well, that's the other data that's in your phone. Is to access anything on my phone, I have to put my fingerprint on there. Some people have it with their face recognition. All that information is what China uses to allow people to pay for things over there or to access things. We're missing. I'm sorry for everybody. We're missing all your comments here.
But what do you know, Jose? I'm
just a military intel guy that knows everything. Data mining. That's exactly what it is. They are data mining galore, and that's everything today.
Yeah. Well, when the head of the European what's the Europeans bank? What do they go off of? Their national bank.
What do they go off of?
What's their bank? Well, the euro, but what is their bank?
Oh,
they have their central banking system over in Europe. Whoever the head of that, she used to
Rothschild.
Well, of course, but she used to be the CEO of Barclays, and she said it in a forum. She said it flat out: data is the new gold. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's the new gold, bro. Like,
why do you think Musk wants to buy Twitter? He doesn't want to buy it for freaking pro speech,
like,
dude.
That's a good diversion.
That's a good diversion. That's good. People jumped on that hard body, but man, he wants the data.
He wants that data, boy.
He wants that big D.
You know how much data I can get from this motherfuckers? Yeah, I'm pro Trump. Yeah, Republican all day.
Yeah, QAnon. Hello.
I'm gonna free all you motherfuckers.
Right.
Well, it's like with any of these like free apps or whatever, if they're selling you anything for free, what they're actually selling is you.
Yep. Absolutely.
Damn.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Austin.
Gotcha.
Well, but there are signs. I want to make sure we end it on appropriate time tonight. There are signs of companies fighting against the nonsense now, or not just companies, but there are people fighting against the nonsense. We're going to start with a company that's not. So this is what a pussy company looks like. Kroger. Pull them up. Kroger, on the other hand, they were selling some koozies. This person tweeted about it with a blue check mark. I am disappointed these koozies are being sold in a North Carolina store. 110 Americans die every day from gun violence.
Then go to Wegmans, goddammit.
And most recently, children, educators, healthcare providers, and family members were killed in mass shootings. Please remove these items. It is a eagle, American bald eagle, with a gun in its hands. Are you really triggered by the American bald eagle? Are you triggered by the gun? Okay, fine. You're triggered by the gun. How about you don't buy the koozie? You don't buy the koozie. The koozie says, give me liberty or give me death. It has the American bald eagle with a flag behind it. And the American bald eagle has a rifle, not a deadly M16, M4, QR code, whatever guns they think it is. Because if you give them a whole picture of all the different weapons that are available and you ask them which one's a AR-15, they'll usually pick the paintball gun. But that is just a straight up shotgun, actually, is what it is.
What was the person's name that sent that comment?
Christy Clark.
Christy. I wonder where she's from. Is she from North Carolina? I thought folks from North Carolina actually were okay with guns.
New York. It's a big New York area now. A lot of New Yorkers moved down there.
And it's DC adjacent.
The second koozie says arms change, rights don't. It's got the American flag. I'm gonna guess that's what Sam Adams. Who was that?
That triggered her. Right
Thomas
there.
Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. All right. And he's got a bomb ass weapon in his hand. But Kroger says, thanks for reaching out, Chrissy. We will tell our leadership about your request and we remove these items from our shelves. We appreciate your feedback.
What? They
just did it.
What the fuck?
They just did it.
I can't wait for the give me liberty or give me a stern talking to,
But Tesla's not falling for it. Tesla ain't playing that game. Tesla, on the other hand, is laying off their woke workers in prime positions of where to go? Okay, here we go. Tesla lays off head of LGBTQ+ and diversity lead amid Musk's woke mind virus concerns. The woke mind virus concerns comes from the tweets here. This guy says to Elon, just curious, what is your motivation to become politically active? Why make yourself a target? You're trying to get mankind to Mars and alert the public to the dangers of AI, which he is. Why sabotage these worthwhile goals by wading into political controversy? Is it worth it? His response is, unless it is stopped, the woke mind virus will destroy civilization and humanity will never reach Mars.
I don't really give a fuck about reaching Mars, honestly.
I'm not going to Mars. I don't have enough money for Mars.
About Mars.
I don't have enough money for that anyways.
I mean,
but go ahead. You fire your LGBTQ plus and diversity lead. Like, fire them, because if they are so woke that they're probably the ones that signed off on that letter saying Elon Musk is a jerk, fire them.
They're not helping out. They're not really focused on the job. If you hate your employer that much, like, I don't need you anyway. Bye. Fuck out.
And do you really, I mean, this diversity and inclusivity programs.
Yeah, that's the first problem. It says they laid off the president of its LGBTQ plus community. They had an LGBTQ plus community.
Oh, they all got to go.
With the president.
Yep.
Right. With a paid position.
Yeah, you got to go.
With diversity and inclusivity programs.
You got to go.
Well, there's two people that were fired.
Yeah, those are two separate
It
people.
was the president of its LGBTQ plus community
And a lead
involved in diversity and inclusivity programs.
Oh my God.
Unless I'm misreading that. That might
No,
be the same person.
that's two different people. That were the top shelf C class, management there. He said, you know what? You guys are too woke. I'm done with this. And he fired him.
It says they were
Laid him off. Laid him off.
A broader wave of layoffs.
Yeah, sure. I would too. I'd wait until it was broader wave of layoffs to lay them off as well.
I see a Supreme,
if I were him.
I see a Supreme Court case
they're
in
gonna
3 years. This is gonna be some fucking. It's gonna probably happen in Biden's fourth term. This is perfect political theater.
94 years old, Biden.
All he's gonna have to have is a resume saying this person didn't get hired because this person did, strictly because their choices in sexuality.
But
that's all they have to show. This is why this person was not hired and this person was hired. Who do you say should have been hired? That's why I fired this person and I hired this person.
But you can't do that. You have to think about the person's background. Who they're banging, secretly.
There's how much
their
melanin,
skin color, you know what I'm saying? And whether or not you want to use the word Latinx or not. You gotta figure it out. You gotta draw a line somewhere, right?
Well, and for the last part of information here that has been the standoff against the woke crowd, we got a Leah Thomas update. Leah Thomas banned as FINA votes to restrict transgender women from competitions.
Good job for FINA.
I don't know who FINA is, but what they're saying is if you did not transition before the age of 12, you cannot compete in transgender.
Look at that dude's neck, man. That dude's neck is like a fucking thigh.
Hold on. Wait. Before the age of 12?
Yes.
Oh,
So,
no.
you see where this is going?
No. Yeah, see.
See
That's
where it's
just
going?
no. No, I don't like that. I don't like it.
So you see where it's going.
I do. I don't like it.
They're going to find a way to make it even more easier for young little boys to be young little girls so that they can be inspired to be young little female swimmers.
What does it mean transition though? Did they clarify that? Does that because what I start taking the hormones at 12.
Yeah.
You can't.
That's what it is?
You cannot have gone through puberty, is what they're saying. Once you've hit puberty, you have already gotten a better chance at being a better athlete.
Agreed, but the whole thing's stupid.
Yes, it is stupid. They need to just say we're not doing it.
Yeah.
But this is one step.
It's a shot across the brow, but when you got the federal government like Biden is going saying, we need to make it easier for young boys and girls to decide if they want to be a boy or a girl.
No, we don't.
Should be their right.
Yeah, if anyone out there has not seen What is a Woman, I implore you to see it. It's not just another, hey, this falls align my ideology with you know, I don't believe that this should be happening. It is literally telling you and showing you what they're doing behind the scenes, who is doing what behind the scenes, how they are pushing it with your approval or not. You got to see it. You got to see what's happening behind the scenes to really understand what's been happening for the past generation. Because it did not just start, as you saw in that article from 6 years ago with the freaking straight up woman dude chest feeding the baby. This didn't just start. This has been many years in the making.
Jose, you called him a woman dude.
I don't know what else to put there.
Why not a dude woman? Because it wants to be
a woman dude.
A dude.
It got a booby. He's breastfeeding a child. That's a woman dude.
That's a woman dude.
It's a woman dude.
Yeah. So man, I can't believe you just pulled that back up.
Chills. That just really
it's so gross.
That kid's definitely not going to need therapy. Definitely.
Yeah. That kid's going to need more therapy than Kanye West. And if anyone can ever get a hold of Kanye West, because we didn't mention him last week, we need to make sure that we get him in here before he gets too crazy, because that man is going off his rocker. He really is.
He's just playing a role, man.
Think so?
Yeah, it's a show.
Hey, might be.
World's a stage, man.
Like John Leguizamo plays a lot of roles on his online. Hey, if you don't believe in this, then you should not be voting.
What is? I don't even know what he does. Like
I don't
outside
know.
of.
I'm pretty sure he's in Broadway now.
Well, he's in what is that shit?
Encanto.
Encanto, yeah.
Encanto.
He loves that movie.
Yeah, that's with Bruno. Don't bring up Bruno. Don't mention Bruno.
Oh my God. Let's
Bruno.
end this immediately. People watching kid shows.
Year 2 music.
Well, I appreciate everyone out there. We're gonna go through the questions on. We're gonna answer some of your questions, not on here, because every single week we've been going way past our time, and Austin and Dan start getting cranky.
That's true.
See?
You can't prove that.
Austin, play that funky music. Oh, our new funky music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it funky anymore?
Yes,
it's hitting. It's hitting.